Hi, welcome to She Spice. Seems to be there's inconvenience in heaven for Drake. By and by, sincerely it's turning into an example with him now, and he might need some assistance. So you all recall how Drake and J. Cole attached and delivered a banger together first-person shooter. Well, seems as though they're going through a separation right. Currently, definitely that is right what happened while Drake acted like a secondary school young lady who got her shattered and posted one of J. Cole's old tweets on his Fina account. We'll discuss the Fina account later. The significant thing here is that fans believed that J. Cole and Drake were on great terms. However, it appears as though they're not in any case. Who severed it while Drake's dropping the quiz. Yet it seems to be Cole could have taken the main action since he felt sold out by Drake. And truly it's anything but a shock since that is Drake's whole character. Yet Cole's basically not sitting back and taking it. He's wanting to hit him right where it harms by attaching with Kendrick. Exactly how much truth is there to the talk? Are we smelling another rap hamburger? We should find out. Going to perhaps conceivably express meat among Drake and J. Cole where they wind up doing diss tracks to one another, or is Drake just going to be dropping subconscious disses to J. Cole? Drake shades J. Cole. So you know how fans had been pondering Drake hushing up for some time. I mean, the man went from answering diss tracks inside 2 or 3 hours to dropping off from the substance of the earth. Well, he chosen to switch that around in his signature cliche method, which obviously ends up that back when he was beefing with Kendrick, the disses became a lot for him. So the rapper did what some other man his age would do. He made a Fina account, young lady. Someone needs to tell this man he isn't in secondary school. You can track down him on Instagram by essentially looking into an unexpected development, and based on the primary post, Drizzy made the account on June 28, 2012. It seems as though he truly cherishes having one on the grounds that since then, at that point, he has made like 250 posts. Hell, it's additionally the very account that Drake used to amaze fans with 100 GB of new content, as opposed to making the subtitle of his new post an individual bluster in a genuine secondary school young lady design. Drake connected fans to the 100 gigs org site, which highlighted different unreleased tunes never seen in studio meeting films, and more. Hell, one of the recordings highlights Drake discussing the lady who roused his viral track, Hotline Bling, you know, and afterward, this resembles this. I used to like, okay, so we used to be sleeping together, right? We recently got done, and her telephone would be exploding, so I saved her name, and my telephone has Hotline Bling. Wow, that is forever her name on my telephone, and I was checking out at it today. I resembled Hotline Bling, which is a wiped out name like that ought to be my craftsman name. Yet be that as it may, it's nevertheless it's not. So I just like Drake changes his thing to a bling. Seems to be Drake's utilizing the record to offer fans something else. Well, anything. His expectations were that his ongoing post truly gotten fans' consideration. Drake chose to take the pettiest action ever by posting an old tweet about J. Cole from 2019, which read, "Recollect when J. Cole got his telephone taken out of his pocket by a fan, and they called Jay-Z from it." However, he wasn't noting, so they called from their own telephone, and he got better believe it. There's certainly show here. Drake then, at that point, continued to rapidly erase the post, yet the harm was at that point when the web was discussing it. And this is what one individual composed. See Cole someplace disapproving his business, and here comes Cheeky Jeans being untidy. In the meantime, someone else composed, I anticipated that Drake should be in his magnate period at this stage in his vocation, not doing web tricks like the young ones. Some giggle. However, he's low-key going out miserable, and well, it's sort of obvious. Drake's activities have neither rhyme nor reason, so the question is, why is he doing this? If you all remember, J. Cole was no place to be found, while Drake was battling the hardest skirmishes of his profession. I mean, the person owed him a main track. So, is there any good reason why Drake wouldn't be distraught? Definitely. Well, this is on the grounds that J. Cole felt double-crossed, and he essentially picked the triumphant group J. Cole sides with Dab. Recollect how J. Cole dropped the track 7-Minute Drill, where Dis Lamar did well recently. Previously, the Meet J. Cole had a shift in perspective. Clearly, he laments singing that line. Currently, he said, man, that is the lamest. I at any point did in my life, right? And I know this isn't the very thing that many individuals need to hear. I can hear my Nord up there right presently. Like not. Don't do that. However, I got to keep it 100 with you. All I done close had a backslide right in light of the fact that you all heard some stuff that happened too. 3 weeks prior, however lengthy it was, you all heard that bazooka that was dropped and I felt clash cuz. I'm similar to brother, I know. I try not to truly feel way yet the world. D need to see blood, so I express all of that to say in my soul of attempting to get this music out. I moved in a manner that profoundly feels terrible on me. I attempted to poke my N-word back, and I attempted to keep it agreeable, however, by the day's end when I pay attention to it and when it emerges. And I see the talk that she don't agree with my soul, that disturbs my tranquility. So I need to express this evening amidst me doing that, and in that stuff attempting to see as a little point and my imise this N-words effing list and his significance. I need to express here this evening the number of individuals who think Kendrick Lamar is one of the best M's to at any point contact a receiver in Dramville. You all affection Kendrick Lamar, as do I for those of you who don't have a clue about your set of experiences. Chol and Kendrick have been tight for 10 years now. They initially met in 2010 with Cole assisting Kendrick with delivering his introduction hit He Power, and afterward in 2012, they had a couple sections on the rapper's sophomore collection, Illegal Natural Product, yet that's what Cole wrecked the relationship when he hopped on track First Person Shooter with Drake singing Mio and Enormous 3. It's simply huge. I love when they contend the hardest MC, is it simply huge me? We the huge three, like we began an association, and that essentially kicked this whole thing off in front of all comers. Kendrick applauded up with the section, better believe it, get up with me. Sneak dissing J First Person Shooter, I trust they accompanied 3 switches. MF the enormous 3 words, it's simply enormous me on like that. Joe was quick to fire back at Dab on the melody 7-minute drill, and man did he straight up pull out all the stops. He rapped the rap meat ain't realer than the. I found in Cumberland he averaged in one hard section like clockwork, or, on the other hand, something. FYI, he was referring to the 5 sections of the Heart series that Lamar has carried out throughout his profession. Cole likewise rapped in the event that he wasn't dissing, then we wouldn't talk about him. Master, don't cause me to need to smoke this nerd cuz I F with him. However, push come to push on this mic. I will humble him, however, like we said. Cole's changed at this point. He couldn't care less about the way that Drake gave him his main #1. At this point, he has his need put straight. And he's not by any means the only one. Lil Wayne's leaving Drake, also better believe it. You heard that right. And we're not tossing it out there to see what sticks we're saying. It's since we got difficult confirmation. You see Wayne was spotted wearing an EXO chain, the Marks emblem, and an EXO chain, the Marks emblem, in a new music video and disliked Drake, and the end of the week got any adoration to share hell the end of the week. Likewise reposted the image of Lil Wayne shaking the chain on his IG account with a subtitle, the goat emoticon shaking the EXO playing the guitar emoticon. Truly, the whole circumstance had fans scratching their heads. One individual composed better believe it. Wayne and Drake most certainly got meat in the interim. Someone else composed Wayne the type to stroll in a shootout also. Not realize WTF continuing crying face emoticon. And afterward, there is his refrain on Cordy's Saturday mornings, which many fans believe is a Drake plate in the verses. It fit me perfectly gracious. J-Hand, I'm going to need a touch of warmth from your despising a word also. I need fewer teachers' pets and more holy utterances. I'm going to need all the more genuine supplications and less imploring hands. Fans imagine that the OJ glove focuses on the cover craftsmanship for Drake's plate tune, 616 in LA, and the imploring hands referenced could be referring to Drake's 6 God logo. However, that didn't actually come near these 2 lines, you remaining on business. I'm a financial specialist. I'm a goat. Nerd, you a symbol of atonement. You a teddy bear, nerd, a teddygram. And who do we know with Graham as a last name gracious? And we should not disregard the time. Lil Wayne changed the verses of Kendrick's viral dislike us. He recited they don't like us while playing out the aphorism in Las Vegas and holding up his Avio chain. Obviously, it should turn around a terrible circumstance for his #1 person, yet fans think Wayne was as if it were attempting to trick fans. Music, I mean, Dab attempted to drive a wedge in between the two dislike us when the rich child daddy craftsman laid down with the New Orleans rapper's accomplice while he was in prison, effed on Wayne young lady while he was in prison. That is scheming. Then got his face tatted like a bee. Word saying sorry, and get this, Wayne talked about the circumstance when it went down furthermore. He wasn't precisely feeling it. He expounded on the involvement with his 2016 book Gone Till November. A Diary of Rikers Island. I awakened, still having a wrecked outlook on the mess-up day. That I had damnation is what it was I'm utilized to contending with my young lady day to day. However, figuring out that she F. Drake was the outright most awful thing I might have found out as a man, really, that stuff hurt also. Not on the grounds that it was Drake, it could have been any man, and it would have harmed a similar she said it happened way previously. We got together, however. She simply never told me when Drizzy came to see me. He was like, no doubt it's actual, don't F with her like that, 'cause I did F her damn. So it seems to be everybody's leaving Drake, yet to be fair. He sort of begun at first, I intend, what did he believe was going to a pan when he went for it? Subscribe She Spice for more videos.